Well, hello there all you marvelous people, and welcome back to another episode of An Ecologist Plays, a channel where I get to talk about nature while playing games. Now we are in Frontiers of Pandora, a newly released game, and we are one of the Na'vi. So stay tuned to find out more about the ecology of Pandora as we make our escape here. Now we're just busy escaping from the RDA facility, and we are finding the first signs of the outside world, and oh my word, it's already looking gorgeous. Alright, that should be the outside world, so let's go into the world of Pandora. And oh my word, it is looking gorgeous. They are our first little creatures, and we're going to have a good look at them as we go along in the game here. Those would be some hexapods, I believe they are. But wow, there are so many animals and plants that I'll be able to talk about in this game.
Maybe the others followed the water.
It's generally a good strategy to do, is to follow the flow of the water. Wow, there are some insects flying around here as well. Amazing little plants here. But for now, we want to actually get to the point in the game where Nick can join us as well. So we're going to make as much progress as we possibly can in today's episode. And immediately we are finding a plant/animal that is familiar to us from the movies. The Helicoradian, which are these little tube worm type things that are growing over here. Now these are what we call zooplankton, which are animal-plant combinations. So they're basically both plants and animals. So they're based on the Christmas tree worm, which is a worm that you find in the ocean on Earth that have these spirals sticking out from the rocks and stuff that they are living on. And these little spirals were used to catch food. So if we stand away from them, they should be coming out again. Of course, pulling into their tubes is a defense mechanism, but now that the danger has passed, they will unfurl again so that they can actually catch food. The Christmas tree worms we have on Earth will use these spirals to both breathe and to catch food. And it's possible that these spirals serve the same functions. Now, of course, they don't want anything eating it, so as soon as they detect something moving too close to them by the vibrations on the ground or us touching it, they will pop back into their little tubes. And now they are just little stumps, less of a target. Of course, anything that wants to eat them can still eat them, but if we move away, they will then of course unfurl again, and there they go again, unfurling. Amazing that the world actually reacts to our presence. That is something small but amazing. And around here we also do have some dragonfly-like or damselfly-like little creatures. Of course not true dragonflies or damselflies which come from Earth, but similar in niche at least. And they most likely will have their aquatic larvae, which will be in the water over here, and then as they reach adulthood, they will metamorphose, and they will then be flying around here. Most likely little aerial predators, catching little fly-like creatures, or whatever else is flying around in this environment. So generally a good way to find civilization is to just follow water, because most often human, or in this case Na'vi or human, settlements will be based around water, because we all need water to survive. Of course, it's a good way to find some predators as well, or hexapods or herbivores, as we can find in this case here. Oh wow, just wow. I mean, look at this, gorgeous. There are going to be so many things I'll be able to talk about, guys. Really excited about this game. We'll get to that smoking wreckage over there as well, but these are some giant ferns, known as fiddleheads in this case. They're going to hopefully unfurl and actually result in a big fern leaf popping up. Now, I don't think these ones grow in-game, they just here as fiddleheads, but fiddleheads basically the term we use for this stage of a fern's leaf as well. They're just much larger than the ferns we have on Earth as well. Okay.
More RDA. What happened?
Look for the RDA fueling station northeast of Dyer's Bowl Lake. Now, I assume this is Dyer's Bowl Lake, but we do have our map over here, and the map is quite big. We are currently in the Kinglor Forest, and we are right over here. So if we go to the northeast, that should be somewhere to that direction. So a little bit more to the right, I assume. So let's head in that direction. It should be right up here. Our typical rainforest we've got here, lots of rain that has fallen, lots of plant growth, and lots of decomposition taking place as well. I mean, look at all these fungi that are also growing. These are very similar to, well, saddlebacks or polypore mushrooms we have on Earth. Ooh, we can gather something. So the gathering mechanics here, very, very interesting. You've kind of got to move your mouse around and then give it a light pull, a gentle pull to see whether you are actually in the right way. And you can see there we are. We just move a little bit more to the left. We harvest it, and we harvest it correctly in a pristine condition, but we harvest it during the night. The scale bark. Now if we just go into Hunter's Guide over here, scale bark. This is quite interesting. I love the fact that they actually give a lot of information about the world, because that's what I'm here for. So the scale bark over here is because of the bark splitting and healing and breaking and healing, growing, splitting, ending up kind of looking like the scales on a lizard's skin. So you can see the resin kind of filled in the gaps here, all the places where the bark had been damaged, the outer layer of the stem, and this is mostly on the twisted scale trees, which is commonly found in the rainforest that we are currently in the Kinglor forest. So as the tree grows and gets damaged and has the bark splitting, it heals, but in the process of doing so, it forms these scale-like bark. And then it says there that the Na'vi have learned to gather bark galls. Now, galls are areas where lots of cell division have taken place. This can be caused by a variety of things. It could be, as it was over here, just potentially by damage on the skin. In some cases, galls can be caused by insects or fungi that cause it. It's a variety of things that can actually cause galls to form. But the Na'vi harvest that. And, oh, this is a nice little fruiting body of another fungus. As I was saying, lots of decomposition here, lots of fungi growing and breaking down any branches or stems or anything that needs to be decomposed. And I think this looks... Oh, this is like a puffball. Oh, it's like a little trampoline as well. Boing. Oh, wow, okay. We can really get quite high with this. Yeah, possibly more ways than one. So notice as we hit it, well, the spores are released. It's a whole bunch of spores that are currently being released. These spores will now possibly make their way into another suitable area and germinate and then form a new fungus like this, whatever this puffball is. Now, the main part of this fungus's body would actually be underground or in something that is busy decomposing. The mushrooms we see here, the puffballs here, and these things over here, these shelf brackets, these are only the fruiting bodies. They are there to disperse the spores. In the case of the puffball here, it's dispersing by something touching it and it being puffed out of the fruiting body. In the case of these ones here, the bracket fungi, you can see all these gills underneath here. In there you have the spore-producing organs, and the spores are just being rained out from there in kind of like a cloud. So a variety of ways used by fungi to have their spores dispersed. Most of the spores will not survive. They will die. They will never form a new fungus, but some will. And you only need one of those spores to survive and grow and form a new individual for you to have been successful. Some more of the Helicoradian. Just going, oh, this is so much fun. I can see I'm going to do this a lot in the game here. But I do believe we found the fueling station.
Over here.
Ah, Solek is here. So Solek was is a Na'vi hunter that has rescued us. Was part of the rescue team.
By the tree.
So we've been trained in the ways of the humans, as I'm sure you guys all know. This is not why we are here. We are here to learn more about Pandora, but in the process of doing so, we have to, of course, complete the missions as well. And Solek here is going to teach us a few things.
Now you see what they kept you from. Your true home.
You saved me. Ah! You can't keep fighting. I will help you this time.
You will need arrows. Wood in the underbrush is pliable.
Mm-hmm.
You will find it. Simply
All
focus
right.
your senses.
Now we have a bow.
They taught you to be human, but you are Navi. See the forest as I do.
Okay, we can use our Navi sensors. Okay, we've got to hold it in.
This is your home.
Uh-huh.
It will speak to you.
There's something there.
Let your
Inspect
senses guide you.
Archer's Thicket. So we can get sticks, which we can of course use
got it.
to craft arrows.
All you need to craft arrows is IT, sharp enough to pierce human metal.
Okay, so to craft, hold Q. We can switch between the things we want to craft. Nice. And we can craft.
You
Gonna
are
craft 20 arrows.
We should
Now
get
we
out
are
of here.
set.
Can you move?
Dapperfed. I need a pot. From a Dapperfed plant.
I'll
Dapperfed.
find one.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Dapperfed. We've got something here. And we can go down by the lift vine. Oh, nice. We'll talk about the lift vine next time. Or later. Okay, so the Dapperfed we'll find by Dyer's Bowl, I guess. So a little bit more to our right-hand side. We should be able to find it. Ah. I see humans. Now the Navi are far larger than these humans, so we are going to just impale them with massive, massive arrows, as I'm sure you have seen in the movies. That's 1, 2, 3. I think that was all. And we can just go down using the lift vine. Yay! This is a nice little mechanic. I heard a creature. Oh, hammerhead titanotheus. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Okay, we'll get to them. Let's see. Let's grab some Dapperfed.
Sotlek, I got the Dapperfed. On my way
Dapperfed,
back,
okay.
There were more soldiers.
Huh. Oh. I think, yeah, I see more soldiers. Oh my goodness, what is this? A horned Tailu. Wow. Oh, little guy, we've got a mission and we are hungry. We'll get back to you. Okay, you've gone now, okay. Yeah, I can see 3 humans and 1 amp suit, so 1 mech there as well. I guess we are just going to first try to get that guy out. This is going to be bad. Let's just run away.
Run away! Run away!
Guerrilla tactics it is. Yeah, there's 2 down. Not sure whether I got that 3rd one. Okay, so there's the guy in the suit. That's the weak spot. Ah, finally. Got him.
And this is how we heal.
Okay. Good to know. Nope. Reminds me of Far Cry 3's finger animation.
You have no song cord.
We had my mother's, but they stole it.
We must change that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait! What should I do now?
Do. You must discover your own way, Sarentu. And until then, join the resistance. But hear me. Those humans have the same enemy, but we're not the same. No, no, no. They are too close. Go. I'll meet you at base camp by the waterfall.
Okay, thank you. I'll meet you there. I don't like the fact that these things are getting ready to explode. I'm pretty sure they would explode. Let's see. Yeah, they do. Okay. We should just stay away from those things then. Oh wow, this looks like some kind of orchid. Massive orchid. You can see it's got kind of like a lip or a labellum at the bottom here. Some little wings on the side here and the upside and the top tepal over here. Yeah, this definitely is some kind of orchid. Doesn't have a name though. Nope, not that I can see. but it is most likely trying to get some big insect to come and land on here, and in the process get some of its pollen stuck to it. And if it is indeed an orchid, it's not going to have normal small pollen grains. Instead,
The waterfall.
yes, the waterfall,
Resistance
yes,
base must be above it.
indeed. But instead, it will have a big cluster of pollen called the pollinia that will then get stuck to whatever insect is there. Aha! There's another lift vine. Now, the lift vine is actually a carnivorous plant, the thing that we can see there. This is an insect-eating plant, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about it, but it catches things, it catches insects along this sticky-ish vine. And then if it is disturbed, like us grabbing it, it retracts that little sticky part, and you can see it, oh, it actually is still there. Oh, never mind. But it will retract it, and will actually store it in this bulb at the top here. Now this is most likely not for its food. Instead, it can photosynthesize, it can get its food, it can generate food through photosynthesis with its green leaves, but it is most likely growing in a soil that has very little nitrogen and phosphorus in it, and it is therefore supplementing that by catching insects. And all around the world, on Earth at least, if you have bogs and stuff like that, or very acidic soils, there's a good chance that you're going to get, if we can just get up this ledge here, there's a good chance that you're going to get some carnivorous plants. And yeah, we made that jump, that's cool. Because there's very little nitrogen and phosphorus in the soil if it is very acidic, and they need nitrogen and phosphorus in order to survive. But I do believe we have found the Resistance HQ. I also assume this is where we need to go.
It is soundproof, Priya.
Thank you, Priya.
Sorry, filter got stuck. Jin thinks he's got it figured out now. Oh my gosh, another one. I am so glad you're here since, there's so few of you left. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Welcome to Resistance HQ.
Thank you, Priya.
Right. Sorry. Oh, well, Nati Kamie.
Shake. Doing her best.
What? We should keep...
Hello there, fellow Navi.
So glad to see you. We heard the shooting and Alma said to run for it. Are you okay?
Yes.
Shotlet got me out. Where are the others?
Nella and Nor made it too, but they decided to spend time outside. I don't think they should. Isn't it dangerous?
Don't worry, you're all safe now. That's what matters.
What happened back there? Tap was in ruins.
Mercer ordered it destroyed when they evacuated. I watched the walls collapse in. On you. I thought you were dead. Then Priya heard the RDA on the radio talking about a signal at Tap. I was afraid to hope.
How long were we in there?
It feels like you left yesterday.
It, should feel like that for you, but it's been nearly 16 years.
Wow.
What?
Okay.
16?
Alma.
That can't be right.
You need to understand. Seeing you all again today, you have no idea how much that means to me. I failed you. I won't make that mistake again, I promise. Look, take some time. Raj will get you cleaned up. Talon knows his way around already. He can show you. This can be your home now. You'll see.
Okay, I'm going to be doing a few things around here, and I'll be back with you in a moment after we've done a few stuff here. Alright, we've met a few people. We have a new tool, the SID, the Systems Interrogation Device, I guess it is. And that is going to allow us to hack into a variety of stuff of the RDA. And we have to go and find our friends outside. And open sesame. Okay, they should be somewhere outside. I guess there they are. Okay. Somewhere down below. Hello there, guys.
You are! Taelan said you made it out.
Yes, I did. Okay, so we've talked a bit. We're going to go outside again. We're going to go up to where everyone has gathered. But I do believe, yes. Oh, we can actually change our appearance over here. Okay, that's good to know. The changing place. But before we go up, just quickly looking at what we have over here. Now, of course, we've got a lot of bioluminescence in this game. And bioluminescence basically just being all the light that is created by living organisms. And in this case, we have plants that are basically pitcher plants. So, more carnivorous plants, like the lift vine we encountered earlier. Here we also have some plants that are designed to catch insects. Now, these tubes we see here are actually parts of the leaf that have folded over. Forms a little tube, and then it should be filled with a liquid. And in that liquid, mostly water, but it also should have some digestive enzymes as far as I recall as well. And then at the top here, there is this little lid. The lid there is just to keep most of the rain out of this tube over here, out of this pitcher that we have over here, because it doesn't want the rain to fall in and this pitcher to overflow and all the insects that it catches along with it. So it's got a lid over it, a little umbrella, and along the rim here there would also most likely be some kind of attractant, something to attract the insects to come closer. It's also extremely slippery, oily along there. So a little fly, for example, will come and land on here looking for something sweet to eat or something stinky to eat or something there. And then it will slip along this slippery side over there and drop into the water that is down below. And once it is in the water, it is basically doomed. It's going to slowly but surely be digested, and in the process then release its nutrients, and then in this pitcher there will also be specialized cells that can absorb the nutrients as the insects are digested. Again, typical of growing in nutrient poor soil, so a way to get nitrogen and phosphorus for this plant over here, because nitrogen and phosphorus are macronutrients, nutrients that the plants require in a large amount, and the soils here don't have a lot of it, or it's not available at least. Let's see, we can't actually inspect it, but this is some kind of pitcher plant. I'm going to call it the blue pitcher plant, because I'm extremely original when it comes to naming stuff. It doesn't seem like we die if we don't eat. We just do not regenerate health. So the top green bar there, that is our health. The blue bar, which is currently a red flashing line, that is our stamina. And you need stamina in order to regenerate health. And unfortunately, we've got no energy or stamina left, so we can't regenerate health if we are injured. I think we need to go here because this appears to be the command center.
John Mercer.
I hate his face.
The TAP program. The saddened to know him all too well, but for many of you, he is a new face. He has returned to Pandora as the executive vice president of Frontier Operations, alongside your old friend from TAP, Colonel Angela Harding, as his head of security. He is ambitious, self-serving, egotistical.
And you worked with him.
We have been fighting the RDA for many months now. What difference can this man make?
Mercer's tactics are aggressive. That, coupled with his frustrations over TAT's failure, we need to strategize. Our outreach work with the nearest clans has been difficult. Some Aranahe were willing to fight, but after suffering losses on their side, they have since withdrawn. We haven't explored further than the Zeswa. They're fierce, but they're unwilling to make a human alliance. Your clan was one of travelers, storytellers, diplomats. Respected. The Na'vi might listen to you.
Yes, let's hope so.
We have a pollution spike close by. Like really close. Check out the levels. RDA, it has to be.
They're here. With Mercer.
No, not him. Pollution is caused by RDA machinery. They must be setting up a regular drill site.
Carving up the land, poisoning it, turning it to sludge.
They've never been this close to HQ before. If they go wandering, they'll find us for sure.
We're spread thin right now. Solek, can you establish a safe perimeter? Anka, try and reach Hajir over radio.
I can try to shut down that drill site. I think I have the hang of Sid now.
I don't think that's such a good idea.
Let them go. I've seen them fight. They'll be fine.
Yes, let us
Okay,
fight.
but be careful. The rest of you, get ready to intercept any other patrols. Keep your radios on.
All right.
Be ready. If the RDA see you at their drill site, they will engage. Remember what I taught you. Craft your arrows. Focus your senses.
Yes.
There are supplies by the main airlock should you need.
Okay, perfect. We've got enough. But we will be heading out to do this tomorrow. So thank you very much for joining me, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new as well. And I will see you all tomorrow for the second episode of An Ecologist Plays Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. So if you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like. Please subscribe for more videos on the ecology of this world. And let's delve into this world together. And until next time, everybody, stay safe. I'll see you all soon. Bye.